Is there evidence of monsters living in our lakes and oceans or flying overhead? What's scaring the natives in the deep jungles of Africa?
These are the top 5 dinosaurs still alive today.
Number 5, Mokele-Mbembe-Deep. Deep in the jungles of Central and Western Africa, far from the eyes of the outside world, lives a creature that is said to have gone extinct 65 million years ago. Just one problem: he is still being seen today. This animal is described by locals as a long-necked sauropod. This seems far-fetched in the world we live in today because mainstream science says that's impossible. But science has been wrong before, like in the case of the coelacanth, a fish long thought to be extinct but was found in a fisherman's net off the coast of Africa in the late 1930s. The Mokele-Mbembe, which means one who stops the flow of rivers, was first reported in the 1700s and still to this day by explorers who were shocked at the enormous size and reportedly hostile nature to trespassers, including hippos. These explorers described it in such a way that no other interpretation could be reached but that of a long-dead sauropod. Modern scholars say that this is a case of mistaken identity. Local villagers are shown pictures of sauropods. They quickly identify them as the Mokele-Mbembe. Number 4, Mokele-Mbembe-Deep. I apologize if I'm pronouncing that wrong. Now, this alleged living relic from the past is said to resemble a stegosaur. And once again, the locals have adamantly stated that they know the local animal life and this is a real creature. These people have lived in the area their entire lives, surviving from their knowledge of their native lands. We should listen to them. Number 3, sea and lake creatures. Lakes and seas around the world have been reported to contain monsters, the most famous example being Loch Ness in Scotland. This creature, which looks amazingly like an extinct plesiosaur, was first reported in the 6th century by Irish monks. Since then, thousands of witnesses have reported seeing this creature. Now, Lake Champlain, Lake Seneca, as well as several other Great Lakes in the US have reported to have monsters in them as well. The descriptions vary on appearance and size, but lakes all around the world are having sightings reported by people just like you and me. Number 2, the Black Demon of the Sea of Cortez. In the Sea of Cortez, or the Gulf of California, swims a monster shark. Locals call it the Black Demon. It is purported to be a Megalodon Shark. This species of shark looks very similar to a modern great white shark, but about 2.5 times bigger. The Megalodon was supposed to have gone extinct millions of years ago. The average depth of the Sea of Cortez is about 2,500 feet deep, the perfect hiding place for a very large animal. Now, this is the one that keeps me up at night. Do me a favor first, though, and hit that subscribe button. Native American legends talk about very large birds, 2 to 3 times the size of the largest bird today. These giant birds were said to have gone extinct thousands of years ago, yet are still seen. Some pilots have also witnessed these huge birds. In 2002 in Alaska, many witnesses reported a giant bird with a wingspan of around 14 to 15 feet. This creature was spotted numerous times by locals. There's even an account of a young boy living in the Midwest in 1977, and it is reported that he was lifted up and carried for around 30 to 40 feet before this giant creature dropped him. These aren't the only flying giants that have been seen in the sky. Reports of huge pterosaur-like animals have been documented since at least the time of the Civil War in the 1860s. A few pictures remain that show a group of soldiers standing over a very large pterosaur carcass. After killing it, they snapped a photo, and that's all that remains today, with the body having been lost. But they did note that the skin was smooth and lacked feathers, and the head looked more like a crocodile. Another report came in the 1890s when 2 people killed a large flying reptile in the Huachuca desert. That was even reported in the local newspaper. I don't know how to pronounce that word. There have been sightings in numerous states in America, as well as what cryptozoologists call a thriving community on the extremely remote island of Papua New Guinea. Come back next time, we'll talk about very strange things spotted in the night sky. This is Citizen Rogue signing out.